Yes, we can start now. Hi, Meheck, you are in mute mode. Yeah.
Yes. Welcome, guys. My name is Meheck, and I can see so many familiar faces. And thank you, Vijay. Thank you so much for creating this amazing platform for us to meet more people and contribute to so many people. So, thank you, everyone, for showing up on this call today. And a little about myself, I'm a certified facilitator, access consciousness, relationships and children's counselor, and I love talking to people. I love contributing to people. I love connecting with people. And this particular job, this profession, this the way of being, this gives me all of these things. And that's why I'm here. And today we are going to speak about a topic which I was really scared of for a long time. What's the topic? Manipulation and lies. To do or not to do. And believe it, guys, I used to be scared of it, in terror of it, in the wrongness of it. That no, manipulation is a bad thing to do. Lies is wrong. You should never lie. So, how many of you guys are like that? You can type on the chat, me, if it's your reality too. If it's true for you, put it on the chat. Oh yeah, there are a few people. Yes. So many of us think that manipulation is not the way we should be. It's not a contribution. It's the wrong thing to be. Vijay says it's very much needed in daily life. Okay, so how many people are you manipulating, Vijay, at the same time? How many people are you manipulating into consciousness? Let me elaborate. Yeah.
It is part of business. Every shopkeeper will manipulate his customers. Therefore,
Yeah.
it's
Yes.
required in every life, every business.
So let me share some things like, good, you brought this up. And let me share some things from a very different perspective, not from an access perspective, from a daily life perspective. I told you all I've been a counselor for many years of my life. And when I used to counsel, I knew that there are certain traits. Every individual has some personality traits. Like some people are very floral, they can, talk, they have a flair with talking with people. There are some people who have amazing sales skills, they can sell anything. Then there are some people who are people's, uh, public relations, they are very good at that. Then there are some people who are amazing with their voice, they can sing well. And there are some people who are very high energy people, energetic people. Then there are some people who are very manipulative people. Manipulative, that energy, what it does in your tummy. Manipulative people. And when I used to counsel, I realized that for businessmen, yeah, this is a required skill. If you are having a point of view about manipulation, you cannot be in business. Yeah, because business is all about manipulation and lies. Lies, lies. So all the points of views you have about manipulation, about lies, about business, about businessmen, and how they con people into buying their products, into making more profit for them. Can you please revoke, recant, rescind, reclaim, renounce, denounce, destroy, and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pok, online, shorts, poison, beyond. And what you can do right now is write down on the chat 2, 3, whatever number of things that come up in your space when we talk about manipulation. Who manipulated you, when, where, and maybe we'll destroy and create some of the points of views around that. Yeah. And while you all are filling up the chat, let me share something more. So I got to know that manipulation is a skill that these businessmen have a flair for. They are able to do it with ease. Yeah, we talk about ease, joy, glory. All of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. So manipulation also comes to these people with ease, joy, and glory. And they are able to convince and get people to do things. Get people to do things. That's what manipulation is about, right? Getting people, getting other people to do things to you. Yeah. So businessmen do manipulation to get people to do things so that they make money. That's business. That's manipulating people, that's manipulating numbers, that's manipulating sales, purchases, and accounts to create more money. So everywhere you have made manipulation, business, sales, purchases, accounting, and money wrong. Everywhere you have chosen to never receive from manipulation, business, sales, purchasing, accounting, and money. Everywhere you're in judgment of them and cannot allow yourself to receive from them. Can you please revoke, recant, rescind, reclaim, renounce, denounce, destroy, and uncreate it all? Right, from good, bad, pot, pok, all 9 shorts, boys, and beyond. Yeah, so there's Pallavi who's asking, what is manipulating numbers? Wow, this conversation is a great conversation. I'm enjoying it already. You know what are statistics? Have you ever studied statistics in life? In school, we did basics, average, mean, median, mode. And if anyone took maths later on, also did, statistics in college. All the numbers that you see, coronavirus numbers everywhere around you, it's all statistics. These many people here, these many people there, these many got the virus, these many died out of it, these many in this country, this is the percentage, averages, all of that. These are statistics. And this is amazing. This call is going from here, 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 here. There's so many different questions in so many people's heads. And as a facilitator, that's what we do. We just pick up your questions and respond to them. So let me just keep flowing. So statistics is the biggest manipulation in this reality. The statistics is an approximate science. Step 1 of statistics is finding the average and making that average true for everyone. For example, let's look at the people in this call. Everyone has different age groups. Yeah, I take an average age group. And I say the people who come for my workshops have an average age group of 40. There might be people who are 30. There might be people who are 50. There is one amazing lady who is just 17, 18. Where is she? She was just here. Where are you, Ivansha? Oh, she's left, I think. Did you all push her away? Telling her you don't fit into our reality. You're not 30. You're not average. You're not average 40. Just joking. So the moment we take an average, we don't have a true picture. We don't have the truth. It's a manipulation. That's how we manipulate numbers. That way, we manipulate everything in our reality. In fact, we are all manipulators. All of us are manipulators. The moment we start creating our life, we start manipulating things as per what we wish to have. So how many of the people on this call would say that I never manipulate? I never do any manipulation. I am a good girl, or I'm a good man, or a good boy. Say yes, yes, yes. Who's the good girl, good man, good boy over here? I never do any manipulation. Oh, Ivansha is here on the call. Yeah. You know, the biggest manipulation is when you say that I never do any manipulation. I am the good girl. The best salesman is the one who says, I don't want your money. I just wish to show you my product. He's the best salesman. Similarly, the one who is saying that I never manipulate anyone. The moment you take birth and you start creating your life, you start creating your life as this is the father I wish to have, this is the mother I choose to have, this should be the behavior of this mother of mine, this should be the behavior of this father of mine. You start choosing for you. You start giving them roles, you start giving them jobs so that they create the environment, they create the situations, they create the exact behavior patterns that are going to bring to you what you wish to bring to yourself in your life. In the How to Become Money workbook of Access Consciousness, there is one line. There is nothing that you have chosen. There is nothing in your life that you have chosen which will not bring you to the awakening of you. Can we have everyone muted, please? Can we have everyone muted, please? Thank you. Dhara, can you mute you? We'll have your questions in a few minutes. Yeah. So every action of ours, every action that we take, every choice that we make is actually made as per what we would like to choose in our life. And that is the greatest manipulation, creating everything as per what we would like to choose. Now, some people go into the wrongness of manipulation and they stop choosing for themselves. Somewhere they stop choosing for themselves and then they make themselves miserable. And when you start putting manipulation as a wrongness and you take oaths and vows, I will never do it. I don't do it. Yeah. You start being the effect of manipulations of others. Other people start manipulating you because you judge it as a wrongness. The moment you judge it as a wrongness, you cannot see others doing it to you. You eliminate it, you exclude it. I am not doing it. I am not doing this. Yeah. And when I'm saying I'm not doing it, I'm excluding it. When I exclude it, I cannot see it coming in my universe, and then other people manipulate you. Now, there is another conversation when you look at it from a higher perspective. And as I said, everything that you have chosen in this reality, in this life, everything, every action you have chosen is to create the awakening of you, to bring you to more consciousness. And that is your greatest manipulation. even if unconsciously. So there are some conscious choices and there are some unconscious choices. So unconsciously you're choosing that I am never going to do manipulation, and excluding the people from your space who are doing manipulation, and then being the effect of those manipulation, that there are all manipulative people around you, all people who are telling you lies and things like that. But somewhere that was a conscious choice that you made. That was your biggest manipulation, so that you manipulate yourself into more consciousness. The ultimate goal was the awakening of you. Are you guys with me?
Yes, we are.
Yes. Thank you. And then there's someone who says relatives, children, husband, mom, all of them. Yeah. You create all these characters. All of these characters, whether it's your mom, whether it's your relatives, whether it's your friends. Yeah. You create all of them so that they bring you to the awakening of you. Now that is one part of this. And there's someone who's asking, manipulations and lies are two different things. Lies. What are lies? What are lies? Lies are nothing but something that's not true in your world. It's a mismatch. And mismatch of what? Mismatch of judgments. You judge something as one thing and another person judges something else, that same thing as something else. It's a mismatch of lies. Even you are in a lie, even that person is in a lie. But both your lies are not matching. So each of you feel that this is a lie. This is not real. According to me, this is truth. According to that person, that is truth. The truth is only one thing, that you all are enjoying this game. It's a game. And these games happen everywhere. In all our houses, in our offices, with friends, with partners, with relationships. We play these games. And we use what, we use our distractor implants to play these games. Because they hold us. These distractor implants keep us playing so that we stay stuck and do not choose the awakening of you. And that's an entirely different conversation. Let's come back to manipulations. So manipulation, Rajeshwari is saying, so manipulation is creation. Yes, everything is creation. Everything is creation. There is nothing that is not creation. If you're creating disease, that's also a creation. If you're creating fun, if you're creating travel, if you're creating holiday, that's also a creation. Everything that you choose is your creation. So now what would you like to choose? Would you like to choose to create that I get manipulated by others? Or would you choose to manipulate others? And you cannot manipulate people till you think manipulation is a wrongness. Truly, manipulation, what is manipulation? Manipulation is nothing but when you are willing to receive something for you. That could be in any space. Like kids manipulate their parents all the time. A very small kid will do everything to get whatever he wants. He'll talk to you nicely, he'll give you a doggy smile, he'll kick you, he'll beat you, he'll roll on the floor, he'll do everything. It's all manipulation. Even lie, and even if they can't speak, they'll cry, they'll do all those things. Yeah? Just because they wish to have something. The end goal is very clear in manipulation. I wish to have this. Now the question is, what do people wish to have? When you manipulate people into consciousness, like this amazing man does it here, Vijay Reddy. When you manipulate people into consciousness, it's for their greater good. when you help people to choose things that are for their greater good, for consciousness, is that really manipulation? Is that a wrongness? It's a strongness. And when you look at manipulation as a skill that each of us has.
Meheck, sorry for interrupting. Can I? Rajeshwari here.
Yeah.
See, when we have the purpose as goodness, that's fine. But where I am only motivated with a selfish motive for myself, and I'm not thinking about others, what would that kind of a manipulation be?
So,
Where probably be troubled with what I'm doing.
yeah. So, are you the one troubled or are you the one troubling?
I'm the troubled one.
Yeah. So, when you say I am the one who's doing this for selfish motives, okay, you are, first of all, you are not the one. It's the other one who's doing it and who you are judging. That he is doing it for selfish motives. Okay, let me like actually spill the beans here. And let me just connect all the dots for you, all of them. I told you already that you have, right now you are in a space of choosing, and we choose lots of things unconsciously, like we choose the people in our space. We think we have chosen them unconsciously, the partners, the relatives, and in India especially, there's a lot of relative story. There's a mother-in-law story and a sister-in-law story, and the brother-in-law, and all of those people, and maybe brothers, sisters, siblings, and all of that. So where we think that we have chosen them unconsciously, Pata nahi tha, I didn't know that I'm going to get born in this family with all these relatives and they're going to do this to me and all of that. But at the same time, this has been a conscious choice before you were born. You chose it consciously. You chose that consciously. You also chose that they would manipulate you consciously. You chose that energy. And somewhere, maybe you gave them that job. That, you know, this is my manipulation, that I'm going to be born in so and so family as so and so person, and I am going to choose being manipulated, and you do the manipulation to me and trigger me. That's your job. Keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it till I choose more consciousness, till I choose more awareness. And when you choose it,
Yeah,
when
but
you choose,
yeah.
when you choose it, when you see what you have been choosing and then make a different choice, that now I know what's happening. Like I attended Meheck's call and now I know what's happening here. What have I been doing? I'm making a different choice. I am choosing to have no wrongness and no judgment of this person. I'm having no judgment of manipulation and choosing to now manipulate everyone into more consciousness because I'm choosing more consciousness. Would that work for you? See, it's so light. You're laughing. I can't even see you, but the energy is so light in your universe. What would
Yeah,
it
but
take
the
for me
thing
to
is,
see you?
I'm not able. I'm just sitting in the dark on my
Okay.
terrace. I don't know. The thing is, I wanted to know, like, when I am not concerned about what happens to the other, how I can, I mean, there's some kind of a wrongness attached to that idea of not being concerned with others
How
in
can you
my
not be
mind.
concerned with others? How can you, in your mind, right? In your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, how can you not be concerned?
Yeah. So when I'm manipulating that,
Rajeshwari,
I'm just concerned about.
one
Yes.
second. You, you are the universe. There is no separation. There is actually total oneness. We are, we are yearning for oneness where it actually exists inside us. The oneness has not gone anywhere. It is inside us. The person who is manipulating you and the person who is getting manipulated are one. They are not different. How can you not be concerned? You are concerned. You are showing that are you concerned or not concerned. You are always concerned. That's why you are contributing in the way you are contributing. And your every action is a contribution. Your every action is a creation.
Yes.
So have I
Right.
contributed to you or confused you?
Yeah, now it's clear.
Yeah. So it's very
Thank
simple.
you.
So if some of you have done any workshops in Access, and I see many people who've done some bars, some foundation, some workshops. It's really simple actually.
Meheck, I have a question if I may interrupt you. Can I?
Yes, Anita.
Anita
Yes,
here.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, in this reality, when we look at the energy of manipulation, one is taking away and the other one is suffering, right? And that is being made wrong in the space of law. And if not, uh, the one is manipulating would enjoy it, and the person who is getting manipulated or he is at a loss, that's a whole different ball game. How long would they suffer? It's like lifetimes together, or when would they choose the consciousness? And I don't know, I just choose to have some clarity around it.
Yeah, that's a great question. How long will you suffer? And that's a question you must ask yourself, because if most of you are on this call and you have that space of I am being manipulated, I would like to ask you this question. How long would you suffer more till you choose more consciousness? Is it time now? Is
Yeah,
it
we
time?
would. Yes, you say, for instance, me choosing one, uh, to be conscious. Well, I find that if you were to look at the governments, or if you were to look at the people around, and if you were to look at, there are so many hands over there wherein you find that there is an energy of manipulation, and they are never, that they're doing wrong according to this reality. But how long this whole story goes on, you got to be conscious, right? And there are massive people who are unconscious, and when would that change?
Okay,
And
can I
how can
share
I be a
something with you?
contribution? Yeah, please.
I would suggest you or anyone else who has such interesting questions, go onto my YouTube channel. There is a series called Ascend with Earth. These are titled under energy pulls, but they are really not energy pulls. They are healing series where we heal ourselves and Earth. Now, what are we doing there? First of all, recognize that the governments, the other players, who we call other players, whether it is the WHO, Bill Gates, whoever, the coronavirus players, or whoever you think are doing wrong things and whatever they are doing. Again, Rajeshwari might be speaking from just her family. For you, the whole family is your whole earth. At the same time, all of that is your creation. All of that exists within you. When you are an infinite being, everything is just you. You are the tiniest speck on the universe, in the universe, and you are the entire universe. Each and everything in this reality is your projection. It's like, your eyes are a camera. That way, the infinite being projects. He sits up there and sees the entire galaxies, the universes, the solar systems, the earth. This particular lady, Anita, sitting here in which city in the house, and she is seeing this whole universe as she is seeing with the points of views that she has accumulated over lifetimes. And she sees the entire planet, all the governments, the countries, all these elements that are there in your universe in a particular way. Similarly, each of you, the infinite beings that you are, all of you see your universe exactly as you wish to see it. Isn't that why Anita has a different point of view about government? then maybe Rajeshwari, then maybe Vijay, then maybe Shaista. You all have different points of views. Your points of views are creating your universes, your governments, the lockdown, the coronavirus, all of it. And yes, how much of unconsciousness is there? There is a question that Gary asks in the foundation class, we have it, that how much consciousness do you have? Percentage, give me a percentage. And he says that even if you have 12% consciousness, that means you're really conscious. People assume that we are very conscious. They go for one class, they go for two classes, and they feel that we are very conscious, but they're full of judgments. Judgments for anyone and everyone around us, including the government. The more you judge, the more you are in polarity, the more you cannot change anything within you and in your reality. That is the level of unconsciousness that is stuck in us. And we can change it when we be the change. We can change, the change begins from within us. And those series of YouTube recordings that I shared with you, they are exactly for that. There is a series of 8 of them. So when you will change the energy within you, when you will change the point of view, energy means the point of view. When you will come to no point of view about it, things will change in your universe.
Now, if I may ask you a question around it, I wonder what made us create all this? You know, we being infinite,
So I would
why?
say this,
What made
you
us
can,
choose this? Thing and then suffer
okay,
like
so you
this?
made this. That's the amazing metaphysical lie that we have, that we keep going into the past. This is a metaphysical lie, and we are full of it, whether we go to the church or the temple or the guru, or we are told to only delve in the past. I wonder why I did it. Okay, you did it. Nothing that you chose, you ever chose. I'm repeating that. There is no action or nothing that you have chosen, you have ever chosen for any other reason other than the awakening of you. So that was the purpose. And yes, you chose it then. Now what can you choose? Are you willing to keep wondering? Are you wishing to keep wondering, or are you willing to choose change? It's a
Supposed to change.
It's a 1 second choice. I'm choosing to change now. I'm not choosing this anymore. I'm choosing to be all the consciousness that the entire planet is willing to receive. I'm choosing to be totally conscious. I'm choosing to be the 10 commandments. I'm choosing to be me. I'm just choosing that. And more and more and more of that. Can we ever be 100% conscious? Is there something that 100% consciousness? Oh, there's a lot of work, guys, and especially people who would be like, they'll go for one workshop or one class and then they stop. Yeah, okay, we've done it. No, it's a continual effort. Like I ask people often in my workshops, okay, you do interesting point of view whenever you wish to come out of judgment. How many times in a day do you do it? 5 times, 10 times, 15 times, 50 times. How many breaths do you take? How many breaths do you take? You be the tool. You be the tool. You be interesting point of view with every breath that you take. That's the level of consciousness that's required on the planet today. That's the level where we all choose to be. And when we all will choose to be, and it's like, not the whole planet, if few of us, and in fact, this current situation is our ask. Today, haven't we manipulated the earth into consciousness? Look at this. Haven't we amazing people who are choosing more consciousness, who are asking for more consciousness, haven't we created COVID? Aren't we having more consciousness? What is truly flourishing today? What is truly flourishing? All businesses are shut. All your, extra appendages, your shopping, this, that, everything is shut. What are you choosing? People who are actually, even playing games, Ludo, this, that, and all of that, entertaining themselves, cooking, dancing, all of it. They are now eventually bored. Everyone is being forced into consciousness. It may not be an access class. It may just be a hobby that you are developing. It may even be the triggering that's happening between the husband and wife, or the mother and son, or whoever. And I know of people who are like stuck in insane situations. They went to drop somebody to their hometown and they're stuck in their house. Yesterday, a lady called me who's an old client that my husband and my 2 children are in my mom's house because we came for a vacation. We are stuck here. And now the son-in-law has to be with the mother-in-law. Has to be. Because that's the way he's going to choose consciousness. That's the way. So the situation that we are going into wrongness of, isn't that what we have created by our manipulation? Whenever we ask, what would it take? The moment we ask, what would it take for this to show up? Is that not the greatest manipulation that you can be? When we ask a question.
And often when we take manipulation, that is used as a wrong word and it's used against us, that how can you be manipulative?
Yeah.
And then there stops our manipulation. And we were made wrong for it. And when we look at the other ones who's already manipulating, again, you make them wrong. And that's going on.
That's the game. To move
What
you
would
out
it
of
take?
awareness.
What would it take
When
for
I
it
say
to
what,
end?
yeah, when I say what would it take or being in question, the moment I ask a question, what is a question? A question is a generative energy. The moment I ask a question, there is an algorithm interrupt. Whatever you were going in a particular pattern, you were following a particular pattern of sequence of events. And the moment you ask a question, there's an algorithm interrupt. You know what's an algorithm? An algorithm is a particular sequence of events. And you interrupt that. And you change it. Yeah? You change it. That's a manipulation. So if you wish that manipulation to end in your life, ask a question. And being in question is one of the greatest tools to create more consciousness. And as I said, more consciousness is our only, only desire and only ask. So if you would choose that, would you be able to outcreate manipulation? Or would you be able to manipulate?
You left a lot of space in the universe of mine in this conversation.
Yeah.
And it's like speechless space,
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for being willing to go there with me and inviting all of us.
Yeah, it's like it's a void where there is no point of view and it's expansive.
Thank you. Thank you for coming there with me. And I invite all of you to that. All of you. To choose more and more of that. More of manipulation. If you want to use that word, if you have that energy, what if you could be like, yes, I'm a manipulator. I ask questions. I ask lots of questions. Don't ask why. Don't ask why. Don't go there. Yeah.
Thank you
So
so much.
anyone else has any other questions? Thank you, Anita. Does anyone else have any other questions? In fact, I used to have so much of wrongness about manipulation. Oh, you needed to see me 5 years from now. I mean, past. You should have seen me, what I was. And I am so grateful to each of you for choosing me and for choosing this topic. Like when Vijay asked me that, Meheck, what topic? And I'm like, what topic? I'm like, manipulation.
How I can choose without any judgment.
How can you choose?
Without judgment. Manipulation is a good thing without any judgment.
Manipulation is a good thing without any judgment. That is also a judgment that manipulation is a good thing. What if you had no judgment of manipulation? The moment you say it's good or bad, it's a judgment.
then how we manipulate others?
Ask what would it take? I would like to have this. I would like to choose this in my life. Make it simple. Don't make it complicated. Okay. Don't go back. Don't go back over there. We left that space. Okay. Right now, you know that manipulation is happening and we are choosing all this for consciousness. Yeah. And now I wish to choose more. So ask, what would I like to choose now? What is your true ask? Is your true ask to only keep delving in these stupid things? Those and bursting those bubbles. Okay,
No, I
I
feel
fought with you,
some
I did
heaviness.
this
I
and I
feel some
created this.
heaviness.
Yeah, there is a lot of heaviness when you are delving into the drama. You don't enjoy that drama, it's not fun.
Yes, yes. Without making the fun, it will not be lighter.
Yeah, it's not fun to have all that. So now what are you choosing? See, what happens is we engage in this drama, we engage with the distractors so that it keeps us busy. So if you've done the bars class, remember we had one small example over there that children keep bursting bubbles, or we also children, we keep bursting the bubbles and the bubbles never end because the source of the bubbles is somewhere else. Somebody is blowing them somewhere else. So now let's look at it from manipulation. You and that other person is in this, constant tick, 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 and you are bursting bubbles and triggering each other's points and bursting all the bubbles that are coming up. But those bubbles are never going to end because the trigger or the gun, the bubble blowing gun, is somewhere else. You have started it. It's you who started it, who created it. That this person should come here and should trigger me and we should have these bubbles and we should have these games. Now, if you wish to have ease from this, and I will actually manual right here, and I'm going to read it exact words so that you know that I am quoting from there. Nucleated spheres are like kids' bubble pipes that have 5 little chambers in it. Okay, they have 5 chambers, and you blow in it, and you blow in it. Mark the words. You blow in it, and it fills up with bubbles. You pop one, and it fills in. You pop one, and it fills in, and the issue never goes away. The source of it is over here, where someone's blowing, and you keep popping the bubbles somewhere else, and the issue doesn't ever truly go away. So what if you knew that you maybe were the one who created this whole thing, and you created these bubbles and all to keep you distracted, but you know that there is a different possibility. If you drop the bubbles and the game of bubbles and you choose something else, you choose to do something else, you choose a different game, all of this would become irrelevant. The bubbles would be there, they would keep on, but they would not affect you anymore.
You mean we always in the interesting point of view, that you have this point of view,
Totally.
I do not find it.
Totally. And what about interest? What about no point of view? I have no point of view. You keep blowing the bubbles. I'll play with you whenever I have the time. Right now, I'm going and doing some other job. I'm going and doing some other game. You're boring me now. Don't you get bored?
Don't affect.
Don't you get bored of those bubbles? Same bubbles? Can we have some more? Some other games to play? Some other choices to make?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks. Thanks
for clearing all that.
Thank you. Cool. We had this amazing call today. I enjoyed this conversation. Is there any other question?
I have a question.
Yes, Asha.
Hi. Thanks again for another good session. Really wonderful. You said that and I've heard this before, I am relatively new to Access. I have taken the bars and I do plan to do the foundation. You said that, we choose. We have chosen the circumstances. not just right now what exists, but we have even chosen the circumstances of our birth and our families and you know, kind of the whole story. That part leaves me, I find that difficult right now. Can you talk a little bit about that? And is that necessary in this journey of this opening that Access, you know, that that Access is creating for me? Is it necessary that I accept that point of view?
You don't need to accept anyone's point of view. You're free to choose what you would like to choose. Everything is an interesting point of view. One of the things that I did very early on in my journey in Access, and frankly, it's very amazing. I didn't know that this has anything to do with spirituality or consciousness. I just went for the class. I really didn't know. I didn't know even after foundation that this is something with consciousness. It is something spiritual. I didn't know even after I did COP. It was just before I became a CF, 2 months, 3 months ago, I realized, oh, this is something connected with consciousness and spirituality. It's about awakening and all these things. I didn't understand. But I used to like going for the classes. I never made anything significant. What I did was, I went for these classes and they gave me these so many tools. And they told me that when you use these tools, things will show up like how you wish them to show up. And I just used them. I kept using them. And I am this little stupid person who likes to prove things. You know, I wanted to see that, does this work? You know, that little kid who likes to see that, oh, does this work? Does this work? Some people went and told me that, you know, you should not try to prove things and speculation is not good and all. And then when I went for CF training in December 2019, there was another person who asked this, that, you know, I speculate a lot. Whenever there is a new tool or there is a new concept that's coming, I speculate. And speculating is good. Speculation is being in question. That is consciousness. So be in question that what is really happening here? What are they talking? Is it applying to me? Is it not applying to me? Can I play with this tool? Can I play with that tool? What will happen if I use this? What will happen if I use that? Keep speculating and have no point of view about anything. Don't make anything significant.
Right. Okay. That's great. That's very helpful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Meheck.
Yes, Sharad ji, bataiye.
Sharadia from Nagpur. Very
Hello.
interesting question. I have a
Yes.
question. My daughter, she's adult. She doesn't care about what she is eating. She is actually 103 kilos.
Yeah.
There's no control on what she eats. So
Okay.
I have my own small strategies of manipulation to make her eat less.
Okay. Does it work?
We went out today and one shop, she said, Daddy, buy some cakes for me.
Okay.
So I know, of course, that cakes are not good for her. So I said, yes, cakes were there, but they were not fresh, so I didn't buy. And I mean, these are the small manipulations.
Okay. Sharad ji, I would request you, just this week on Tuesday, I did this workshop on conscious food.
Okay, right.
It's there on my YouTube channel.
Fantastic.
If you would like to listen to that, it might answer a lot of questions that might be leading to this conversation.
Fine.
And there is one question I would like to add to that, and that would be this: that ask her, or maybe ask yourself. You can ask her energetically too. That what's the value of creating this 103 kgs? What's the value of creating this 103 kgs? Yeah. So just be in this question and ask her energetically. You know how to ask energetically? Just connect with her, think about her. When I say connect, some people say, what is the meaning of connect? So I say, think about your daughter. And ask, Beta, what is the value of creating 103 kgs? What's the value of creating 103 kgs? What do you really wish? Ask her this, and you will know what you should be doing. what manipulation is she up to? Ask that question.
Right.
Are you manipulating her or is she manipulating you? That's the question.
I don't know.
I don't know. You will know if you will ask. That's the beautiful thing, that if you ask a question, you will know. And it's a great way to know.
I'll watch your video. Maybe someday we'll again.
Sure. So we have this every Tuesday workshops, your guide to you workshops. And I think there is, on this chat, there is the Facebook group link, as well as the Facebook page link and the WhatsApp group link. You guys can click on that and join that group if you wish to. And we do these workshops every Tuesday. And these are gift workshops. Sometimes we don't do it on some Tuesdays when I have some other workshops going on, but we do it quite regularly.
Where are you located?
Some of them are there on my channel, so you could receive.
Where are you located?
I'm in Mumbai.
Oh, you are in
I'm from Mumbai, Bandra.
Okay.
Right now, location is an interesting point of view.
I know.
And my foundation started today, 5 p.m. We started 5 to 8. Half day is done. If anyone wishes to join, there was somebody who said, I wish to do the foundation. You can just jump in right now. It's a choice. You can jump in and you can receive 3 hours recording. Cool. Yes, Sheila auntie, thank you so much. It's been a long time I have not seen you.
Yeah.
And you're not even showing me a video.
long time, but I'm so happy to see.
I'm happy to read your name. I'm waiting to chat with you, but you were so quiet.
I was listening. No, I was. I was sending you messages on the chat. But it's been such a pleasure to see you and you at that time when we went for the COP together.
Yeah, and amazing. Even before that, when we used to swap together.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here to listen to me. I'm so grateful.
I wanted to. Got a very different perspective of things, from your corporate angle, because your language works out that way. There's a little difference in the way you say it, because you do a lot of work with corporate people. So
we are all different, no? And aren't
we
all
same? And it's fun.
Aren't we all different and we same?
Yeah, access just takes you beyond definitions.
Yes. Thank you, Monica. Thank you so much. And
thank you, Meheck.
Thank you for joining us on this call. Thank you to each of you.
Thank you.
Harpreet, Bindu, Pallavi, Rashmi, Lakshmi. Long time, Lakshmi. I need to see you get your video on. Sanhita, Ivansha, Prabha. Who else is there? Asha, Rajeshwari, Dhara, Sharad, Rekha. Rekha Ramani has been coming to lots of my calls. I'm seeing your name again and again. Sia, Ranjali, and who else is there? Who did I miss? Anita, thank you so much. Thank you for coming on this call. Thank you for your Philippe. Philippe is there on my foundation. He's from South Africa, and we have 3 amazing souls. 4 amazing souls from South Africa on my foundation today. Evelyn, all these guys are on the foundation class, and maybe would you guys like to say one line? Huh? We don't have more time. That how was it? 3 hours.
Just do it. Come along and have fun with us.
Thank you. Thank you, Rose. Thank you for that. And yeah, Evelyn,
it is an amazing ride. So we're putting cracks in your foundation. Actually, we take it away. So you have a blank canvas. What can you create from there? I'm so excited. Something new. Yay. So yeah, there's still some place. So it'll be nice to have your contribution, your energy around with us.
Yes, thank you, Evelyn. And we are actually on our dinner break, and I'm on this call with you guys. So let's wind up. I need to munch something before I go back to my foundation class. Okay, guys. Philip is saying it's opening a whole new world of possibilities. Yes, foundation is like that. It opens up a lot of things for you. Cool. Yes, Vijay, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Meheck, for this wonderful talk. We'll connect again.
Yes.
It's already 9 to.
Yes.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye. See you all.
Thank
See you all
you.
in person someday. See you all online.